Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about some of the recent Bitcoin price action. We'll be talking about some altcoins, Litecoin and Solana specifically, and maybe we'll touch on a couple other ones. We have some speculation about the Solana ETF, and the price today has pumped quite hard. It is actually currently being rejected by the bull market support band. I've also been working on an indicator that is pretty cool, that is fully custom, that I will release for free. It has a bunch of different moving averages, and you can customize them. You can change the color, the line width, all sorts of cool stuff. And it has the bull market support band, which is shown in white, which is usually a very big resistance, as we are seeing right here on Solana, as we're getting eaten up by the bull market support band right now. So let's go. All right, we'll start with Bitcoin as always, because Bitcoin leads the market. If you are enjoying the content on the channel, I would really appreciate you to subscribe. It really helps out small channels like mine, so that would be greatly appreciated. Also, there's many affiliate links below, and they are the best way to support the channel. So Bitcoin dominance, what do we got going on? Today, it's actually dropping. So we have seen it actually drop for the last 4 days. That means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, at least in the last 4 days. So if you obviously zoom out and go to the weekly, that has not been the case for many years. And we are currently at resistance. So maybe altcoins will see their day. And I think that would be very bullish for many cryptocurrency holders, because I actually saw some statistics that most people don't even own Bitcoin, and they own a lot of other coins. So anyways, Bitcoin, what do we got going on? So this is the 12-hour chart. If you even look on the daily chart, the bull market support band is way down here. We're in this kind of bull flag here, which is lower highs and lower lows. These usually break to the upside. So you can see even this bull flag broke to the upside, and we were in a very long bull flag back here in 2024, which broke out, and we saw a very nice price action all the way up 100%. So if we see something similar, another 100% would put us where would 100% gain from here put us? About $218,000. And coincidentally, that is my target for the end of the bull market. So that will be quite interesting. We will see what happens there. That definitely correlates with what I've been talking about for a very long time on how I was talking about. You can see right here. Okay, so as I said, that is my target for the ultimate top. Again, we'll see if I'm even close, but that is a good estimate. Now, the only scary part currently is we have been rejected by this bull flag, so that could mean we can go all the way down here to retest $99,000, $98,000, somewhere in this range, and we could even go as low as the bull market support band, which I was talking about earlier, which is down here currently at 98. Now, if the price continues to stay up here, this bull market support band will continue to move up. So that is kind of a moving target, and it depends on how long it would take us if we end up going down here. We also have another moving average down here that has basically been support for the entire bull market. If we close weekly below this 350-day moving average, that means pretty much the bull market is over. But I think we're going a lot higher. There could be some sort of a pullback in August or September. That is a common time for pullbacks in bull markets, especially with Bitcoin, but that is not set in stone. We do have a lot of job openings and other important data that is coming this week, which may make some volatility here. If we break out of this resistance, which is very strong resistance, and then this other resistance, which I've been talking about quite some time, which goes all the way back to 2017, we will see probably some very big pumps, especially if we get some daily closes above this level. Now, today in news is a lot of people are saying the staking ETF has been approved for Solana. However, I spent some time talking to Grok today, and I don't know, that might be speculation. So I said, is it true the SEC approved many altcoin ETFs, but not Litecoin? As you know, I'm very bullish on Litecoin, and I see everyone on X talking about this, but not mentioning Litecoin. And it says, no, it is not true. And I said, many people have said that the SOL Staking ETF was approved today. And it says, you know, basically, I'll go down to the summary. I guess I'll just go slowly if you want to read all of this. But You know, why the confusion, you know, massive price going up. But the claim that Solana Staking ETF was approved today on June 30th, the last day of the month. By the way, we'll get the monthly close today, so that'll be very important. Appears to be premature based on available data. While significant progress has been made and approval may be near, no official SEC confirmation exists as for now. For Litecoin, no ETF approval has occurred, and it remains in the review process along with many other altcoins. Always verify such claims with primary sources like the SEC announcement, as market speculation can often be misrepresented. So that's quite interesting. And then I said, isn't SOL an approved Solana ETF? Because we have, if I go to over here, my little stock chart, and I go into right about, where do I have SOL? Where do I have SOL? Right here. We've had this SOL ETF since March, actually, of this year. Apparently, this one is based on futures trading price and not spot. So that means that they don't have to hold spot one for one. So it's a little bit different than a spot ETF. So this is actually, it's not spot, it's a future based ETF, which provides exposure to Solana through futures contracts rather than directly holding SOL tokens. So I don't know if it has more decay or anything like that, but it's only about $20 million in assets in there, and it's managed under AUM, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there's my confusion there, because I was like, I'm pretty sure SOL is already there. Oh, there's one that's SOL as well. Both futures based, and I think there's XRP futures based ones as well. So there's some future based ones, but the spot based ones are the ones that require them to hold the spot one for one. So that's why those are usually more advantageous to price. Now, of course, when Ethereum ETF came out, it was not that advantageous to the price. If I go to Fidelity ETF, for example, the price was up here at $35. And today it's at $25. You can see this big sell-off for literally, it came out July, right about now, last year. Actually, it's almost exactly a year old here. So, and it, for the first basically 6 months, it bled. And then it did put in a new time high, and then it bled even more. So literally it's been basically bleeding for a year. You can see the trend is basically down. Now, you know, maybe it's just timing. The big difference between a Bitcoin ETF and ETH is ETH has no max supply. It's infinite, right? They can print as much supply as they want. But with a Bitcoin ETF, you can't print it, right? So once they start accumulating it, you can see this one is totally different price action. You can see the price is going up. But also, if you look at July, where's July? No. So even if you look at July, I mean, the price is still way above that. So also Bitcoin has just performed a lot better than ETH has over the last year. But that's why I'm so bullish on the Litecoin ETF, is because, again, it has a fixed supply. So I think it's going to be different than some of these other ETFs. You know, Solana, the good thing about Solana and now Ethereum is they're going to have staking. So I'm assuming that works like a regular yield, like a dividend. So when you hold this ETF, they'll basically stake it for you. I don't know if you have to press something to stake it. You know, like with cryptocurrency, you have to stake it. With a dividend stock, you just need to own it. So I don't know if you're gonna have to do something different that I don't really know. The staking, I guess we could just ask Grok real quick. How would a staking ETF work? And I'm curious if it's just like dividends, or what it would say would be an exchange traded fund that holds the underlying asset and generates additional returns by staking on the blockchain. Asset, it'd be spot exposure, staking mechanism. So stakes a portion or all of the SOL tokens by delegating them to validators. Validators process transactions and maintain, you know, staking rewards, typically 5 to 7% annually. Staking rewards are paid in additional SOL tokens, which are periodically added to the ETF's holdings. These rewards increase the ETF's total assets over time, potentially boosting returns. Investors gain exposure to the price movement. Additionally, staking rewards enhance returns by increasing the ETF's NAV. The reward may be reinvested or distributed. So if it just gets reinvested, that means the price of that SOL ETF goes up, or distributed, they could be passed to investors as dividends. Okay, so it looks like they could do it either way. It's kind of up to the ETF manager. So interesting. We'll see how that works. And, you know, Litecoin doesn't have a yield, but Litecoin has a small max supply of 84 million. So I am also, as you guys know, extremely bullish on Litecoin. And we've also broken out of this bull flag. However, we did just see a rejection at the 350-day moving average, which is quite strong. You can see we held it as support here, and it also stopped us from going up here, etc. multiple times. So there is some big support here, and we have the bull market support band up here. But if we start closing above $100, I think we're just gonna pretty much teleport up here into the $140, $150 range. And as I've said, if you zoom way out, I think we're easily going to $400, if not up into the $990 range. So I am extremely bullish here on Litecoin. I think this one is doing very well. And actually the last couple days, a lot of the altcoins have been red and Litecoin has actually been green. So it's actually been holding its own for quite some time now. Let's go look at the Litecoin, Bitcoin. I know it was down today, but it was green for... yeah, so if you look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, it was actually green. Now, again, we're kind of up here into support. You can see a little bit of market manipulation on these yellow X's here. Affiliate link below if you do want to try Market Cipher B. It gives you these nice little indicators saying there's market whale manipulation. Another thing about you know, Litecoin is it has a small market cap, so it's easy to you know, manipulate the price. And also I do have affiliate links below for stuff like Bitunix. I do have some trades open. I have one on Wild, I have one on Litecoin, I have a Pengu trade and a Dogecoin trade. So I am very bullish on some altcoins, and I'm hoping if the price action and Bitcoin holds near these tops, I think we're going to see some very good price action. Now, again, it could not be till the end of the year till we see some sort of an alt season. But if you do want to try leverage trading, just be very careful. You can use Bitunix, amazing exchange. If you don't want to leverage trade, you can also just use them as a non-KYC exchange. If you don't know what KYC means, it means know your customer. So if you don't want the IRS and other people to know what you're purchasing, you can actually purchase Litecoin or Bitcoin or whatever on this exchange and send it to your cold storage, and the IRS will not know about it. You know, so a little fun fact. I mean, of course, it's subject to any legal requirements. I am not a lawyer and I am not a financial advisor, but if you do want to be more private about it, use the affiliate link below. It gives you a nice discount on fees, and they already have low fees, way lower than, you know, someone like Coinbase. So feel free to use them, especially if you want some more private holdings onto your cold storage. Recently, I have moved a lot of my crypto over to cold storage because you know, there is a possibility that exchanges can go under. It's a low chance, but it is a risk nonetheless. No one can take your cold storage unless you accidentally forget your seed phrase, you lose it, and your little cold storage device gets corrupted or something. But anyways, that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. I just want to talk about these specifically. Pengu has been going pretty insane, and it's actually now in front. It's up above the bull market support bands and holding it as support for 3 closes in a row, 3 daily closes. So there also has an ETF for Pengu that has been submitted. They have ETFs, they have all sorts of stuff. So this one's kind of interesting. Wild is another one that kind of broke out of here. Is it World? I'm sorry, World Coin, I think is what it is. Something to do with biometrics, but you know, I don't really trade utility. I more trade technicals on a chart here, and you can see it's kind of broken out of here, and maybe we're going to come back down, retest this. So I'm pretty bullish on this one. I mean, this one was actually, if you go back in time, this one had a very high price at one point. I mean, it went all the way up to almost $12. So I think we could see that price action again. So this is another one that I'm pretty bullish on, but that's a 1100, a casual 1100% if that plays out. Of course, some of these altcoins will just straight up go to zero, but some of them might do very well. So anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and are enjoying the content, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And again, those affiliate links are the best way to support the channel. I do not make any money from YouTube. I do it for free, and the affiliate links is the only way I make any profit. So if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use any of those, and I really appreciate the support. You guys are great. Have a great day. Hope you guys had a good weekend, and see you guys.